doing face-to-face engagement around the new food scraps collection. And you know, they were talking to, one of their staff was talking to this young woman who really didn't like the food scraps. She found it kind of messy, she didn't understand how to use it, she saw it as just this kind of annoying thing council had forced on her. But they sort of talked to her about, like, firstly talking about how to manage it better, but secondly why they introduced food scraps, how much food scraps Auckland was sending to landfill, the, I guess, better things that are happening with it now. And that woman was really impressed, and she was like, oh, you should come and speak to my church. So they organised like a waste minimisation session with her church, and then she also started volunteering at Eco-Matters, and she got actually some paid work as well, doing some kind of user testing with communities. And so I guess Carla was saying that, you know, sometimes just connecting with people face to face can then make them take that next step into, you know, being, I guess, she became a waste champion in her community. So. The other thing Carla said is that, because I guess life in New Zealand is quite hard for lots of people right now in terms of costs. So they find one of the really good avenues to engage with people is often through, you know, talking about how they can save money. So things like, you know, you can reduce your water bill, or you can reduce your power bill, or you can grow more of your food at home. So yeah, she said that's one of the ways they have found it's quite effective to engage with people. Well, I think what we've talked about with Eco-Matters, also when I was in my team manager role at Auckland Council, is, you know, a lot of the time I guess they wouldn't bother. Like if it's the sort of 5 or 10% that are really, you know, oppositional, you might be able to engage and connect with them on a specific issue, but they probably wouldn't, I guess, put a lot of energy into trying to reach those people, because they're more interested in kind of investing time and energy in the people that are open to having the conversation and doing more. Yeah, sorry. I mean that sounds dismissive, but it's like, you know, if 90% of the population is open to talking and working with you, why burn energy on the other 10%? But I think we also do need, they try to be really straight up with people that we can't expect individuals to solve this problem, and you know, it's not on one person to make the lifestyle changes that will fix it. So, you know, one of the programs they run is a community climate action network, which is set up by a network of different community groups across Auckland. And I guess that group tries to help engage communities in things like, you know, giving feedback on legislation, supporting campaigns like for a container deposit refund scheme. This year they've done lots and lots of submissions on all the many different bills going through Parliament, like the fast track bill. So I guess kind of, you know, it's not just on individuals, we also need governments and businesses to change how they operate. So. Oh, well, I don't think individual action has a huge impact. Like, it's quite interesting in my professional job that I do right now. We deal with lots of big consumer-facing companies. So I'm not going to name them, but companies that sell products to the public. And it's really interesting how some of those companies are really, really responding to consumer feedback and sentiment. And so for, you know, my company, we're seeing they are introducing quite strong kind of supplier expectations and codes of conduct. And they're not just doing that. I speculate they're not doing that just because they're really nice. They're doing that because they know that the public, I guess, expects that of them, and they need to do it to maintain a popular brand. So I think individual action is really impactful in that way, because you can kind of, I guess, send a signal, you know, to governments or corporations about what's valued.